I found one hidden detail that only 1% of people noticed. I can't understand it because it's very easy to spot. Hi everyone! Just a few days ago, on my official Glitch account, I posted a new few shots of episode 2 of the amazing digital circus. As I said in my past videos, the active PR campaign for the digital circus has launched. And so we have some interesting photos. Let's start with this one. First of all, I am very happy that the creators finally showed us the Poms Room. First they asked for 100,000 likes, and they got 2 more. There was a lot of speculation as to what Poms Room might look like, and honestly, I envisioned her room differently. Let's start sorting out the room. Let's start with the mirror, which stands out a lot among the other surrounding objects. It looks great in this brightly colored room. If you remember, the Kaufmo room didn't have a mirror, which I thought was strange. This room has a mirror, of course, but did you notice how oddly placed it is? Usually a mirror is hung on the wall or parallel to the wall, but in the case of our Poms, it is positioned in such a way that you can see the whole room from any angle, and I think if you stand at the right angle, you can see yourself. But what's it for? Remember the snippet from the pilot episode where Poms is running away from the abstract Kaufmo and sees the mirror, and now remember the horror with which she looked at the reflection. And also in one of the old leaks, Poms also looks into the mirror, but only there her look is so crazy that even I got a bit creepy. It is likely that the mirror in Poms' room is positioned so that she can always see herself, allowing her to always know where she is. These thoughts would slowly and stealthily lead her into an unbalanced state. However, this mirror can function as a surveillance camera. That is, through this mirror, Kane can keep an eye on Poms. In the pilot episode, he said that he keeps an eye on everyone thanks to his flying eyes. But we all know who Kane is. He is a crazy artificial intelligence, which means he can embed his eyes right into a mirror. Or maybe it was done purely for aesthetic purposes. What do you think this mirror might be installed for? We can notice in the reflection of the mirror a chandelier. I have a question. What's the chandelier for? In the pilot episode, almost everywhere was well lit except for the cave where the Gloink Queen is, and the office where Poms was running around. But in other locations, the light was good, and there were no chandeliers or windows. Sehu. Apparently, Kane could have come up with something very original. But what? Alas, I can't say anything. Perhaps it serves as a mere decoration, but looking at the mirror, you can see that the chandelier bulbs are lit. You can tell by several factors. You can see the reflection of light on the ceiling, the shine of the chandelier from the light, and also the shadows from the objects. Next to the mirror are toys too, a pyramid toys, one of which is disassembled. Did Poms decide to play with it out of boredom? I think not, and here's why. Poms is far from a child. She's 25 years old, which means she shouldn't be interested in toys. It's more likely that Kane is using these toys to keep her from getting bored. Dear friends, also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and put a like to promote the video in recommendations. Write your comments under this video. It's very important to me. Thank you for your attention. To the right, we see a mysterious box with a big letter B on it. Some have speculated that this is a toy given by a new character to Poms, but I don't think so. I suggest we remember the scene where Jax left the surprise in Regatha's room, and he said he had keys to all the rooms. So Jax left an unpleasant surprise for Poms. It's a jack in the box. If Poms touches this box, a clown will come out and scare her badly. Now notice the size of the items in the Poms room. They are huge. For this one, I cut Poms out in Photoshop, and her head barely reaches the bed, so she has to climb up on that bed, and the dresser has a length of almost 2.5 Poms. It's very difficult and humiliating for Poms. I don't understand the objects in this room are so monstrously huge. Maybe before Poms came here, here there was a big character who would have been comfortable with such huge objects because of his height. In this photo, we can see Pomni with his eyes open. On the Wacky Watch website, we can see Pomni sleeping. But is she really sleeping? Most likely, she decided to sleep a little. And after lying on the bed for a long time, Pomni realized that she can't sleep. This we know from Ragatha's words. In the digital circus, they don't have the necessities of life. Pomni looks pensive and apparently thinks about her confinement in the digital circus, her new friends, how she got here, and how to find a way out. You can also notice the detail that on the Wacky Watch website, the teaser has a different lighting compared to the leak that Glitch published. On the site, it looks a bit odd. It feels like the lighting has been set up and staged incompletely. In the teaser, where Pomni is lying with his eyes open, the room looks dark, but where he is sleeping is quite the opposite. There are no dark areas in the room. Conclusion: this scene was not fully rendered. The light was not properly matched, and in the final version that we have seen, everything looks very good. If you look at the text of the post with the words, "Hey Pomni," and a quick breakdown of the latest teaser that Glitch posted, this is a shot from the new episode where we see Kane and Pomni. Many have speculated that this shot is from the pilot episode where Kane showed us what the world of the digital circus is made up of. But I've looked at absolutely every frame, and I can say for sure that this is a shot from the second episode. What could have happened in this scene? Kane looks distraught, and Pomni looks at him with disbelief. Perhaps Kane suspects that Pomni is a great danger because she will try to find out much more about the dark side of the digital circus. We'll interrogate Kane, and of course we'll look for a way out. In doing so, he's determined to intimidate her. In the background, we see the sky, and he moved her there to scare her and calm her down. Or he answers Pomni's question by showing her the objects of the digital circus. But these photos may have a different logical chain that differs from those assumptions that I mentioned earlier. Maybe Pomni was asleep when suddenly Kane yells, "Hey, Pomni!" Maybe he wants to give her another adventure, and she wakes up and asks him a question, and he immediately teleports himself and Pomni to the sky to answer the question she asked. Thus, he wants to scare her a bit by answering the question at a high altitude. Anyway, I'm glad we're finally starting to get a lot of leaks regarding episode 2. When will the episode 2 itself be released? Take a screenshot and mark my words. Episode 2 will be released in March. I'm sure the creators of the amazing digital circus won't procrastinate on releasing episode 2 after leaks like this. I can also assume that they will release a trailer for episode 2. All we have to do is be patient and wait. A lot of people don't have patience, but friends, we waited for 4 months before this, so we can be patient for another month. What are your thoughts on this one? When will episode 2 of the amazing digital circus be released? Write your opinion in the comments. Put likes and subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell not to miss the new video. Bye everyone!